Hey guys, Omni here. Welcome back for more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Today we're going to be checking out episode 10 of season 4. Last episode began the robot invasion as they are starting to take over and infiltrate the group, trying to figure out how to get the Darkhold back. But, however, was it really Ada all by herself all along? No! As it turns out, it was actually Radcliffe who got a taste of the Darkhold and has been using Ada as a kind of scapegoat, and also just playing up his own kind of naivete within the group and all that kind of stuff to kind of dissuade any kind of suspicion upon him. Though I feel like in the long term, the longer this drags out, you would have to, like, I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see how this all plays out. But he said this is for the good of everybody. What does that mean? I think it's interesting too, because like it just... While Ada still is in, was made to be able to replicate emotions, at least like this kind of confirms, I think at least, that she's not actually feeling those emotions. That was just part of the act, and it was all a human machination. And we had the whole side thing with Mace, Daisy, and Jemma as they are investigating this Inhuman that turned out to be the brother of the senator. And before they could really do anything, like he did choose to finally go away with his sister, despite everything that had just taken place, and then she still followed through on killing him after he did display powers. We left him at the bottom of the ocean, just kind of casing himself back up, back into the Terrigenesis cocoon all over again. I don't know what's going to happen next with that, where that Watchdog storyline's going to go, how we're going to tie these things back in together. This Watchdog thing has been going on for a hot minute. I'm surprised it's been like this overarching, like between all of these different seasons so far. But yeah, I'm curious to see where it all goes. So let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up with the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies we react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, helps do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate if you enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all said out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 10, The Patriot.
A true hero's not in it for the glory. Some seek out justice in the face of danger, even if it means living life in the shadows.
That's signed. Quake, will you marry me? I'll second that.
Can finally step into the spotlight and get the recognition she deserves.
Let's fucking go. She couldn't look any more awkward right now. What was that one woman's sweater say? It said Quake is my something, I think.
She fled to protect her cover, but today we finally get to say thank you.
Aww. It's probably because it's not exactly true. Also, she's probably not used to being on a public stage. Multitude of different things.
It's hard to remember details from that night, but 3 things stand out clearly. Fire, falling, and Agent Johnson saving my life.
No.
Looks like Director Mace is enjoying this more than Daisy.
Dude, look at Secret Service Mack over here, looking all snazzy. Hey, I haven't seen him in a minute.
If he gets any further up Talbot's ass, we'll need a snorkel. What do you think's in there?
Could be anything. Nuclear codes, Girl Scout cookies.
Those damn Thin Mints.
What's up?
What's caught your eye, buddy?
We're supposed to have an agent on that roof.
Oh, uh-oh.
Thank you so much.
I hope nobody's gonna take a shot at anybody. Oh, uh-oh. Yo. Yeet. God damn.
Sir, wait. You're on the clock.
And so? Who's this guy?
Sir, we need to get you to a safe house.
We have a Quinjet standing by.
Lead the way, Burrows.
Who was the target, though? Was it... Oh my gosh, that one woman just casually... completely unbothered. Huh. Very familiar little looking jet there.
What is that doing out?
Agent Fitz asked us to keep it out for a few tests.
The only tests anyone should be running is how best to destroy it.
We need information.
Don't go near it.
There was an assassination attempt on Director Mace. Don't trust little Miss Richter-Scale to handle it herself.
I take orders
shut
from
the
director,
fuck up.
not you.
LMD Maze really got the attitude down. Actually, maybe a little more heated than what I would imagine.
You, hey, with the hair, give me a coffee.
What the fuck? You with the hair, not Jesse Plemons. Actually, that kid kind of looks like if you took Matt Smith from his Doctor Who era and smacked him with Jesse Clemens.
Ada was meant to save lives, but instead we just had a funeral for Agent Nathanson. But look, I can figure out what went wrong. Let me examine her out. I don't think that's the best idea just now.
It is way too soon to be throwing that back on the table. What if he hired the sniper to try to prove a point, to try to get his project back on the table?
Ada! Get me 2, no 4 aspirin.
If you have a headache, I could get the acupuncture needles.
I could stab your head.
Agent May.
She's in a better place now.
I'm sorry.
This is unprecedented technology at play here. I need to keep an eye on her.
Can you not, like, remote into, like, her optics?
You killed a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, tried to kill the director with exploding bullets. They don't sell those at Walmart yet.
Yet. Give it time.
No wonder you failed.
We didn't fail. Phase 1 only ever had a 13% chance of success.
Oh. Now you want to talk.
Nadir has motive, but she's too smart to tie herself to the assassination of an American hero. And Mack's right. Their plan was sloppy.
Yeah, that wouldn't seem like a smart play on her part. I agree.
Every network is covering it.
There is no silver lining for that dead agents.
That's why I think it was Radcliffe. But who knows?
Can we get HQ on the line?
Because it would be the perfect scenario to, like, wait.
There's some interference. Yeah, I'm having the same
to
problem.
get his
Just get a couple of bars and see if we're trending.
Oh! Well, what was in the case? Now it's fucking gone. Maybe that's what they're after. I mean, it did just go launching out the window, though. Door.
Everyone okay?
Still breathing.
McCafferty, you all right?
Oh, he is, nope. Dude, he was right at the nose of this thing. He's done. Oh! Dude, he's skewered is what he is.
HQ can still track the transponder signal. Search and rescue should already be on the way.
May not be that easy.
Signal jammed out here.
Damn it.
Can't be another EMP.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Can only assume Plan C isn't far behind.
Yep. I don't feel like sticking around to find out.
So this is like a multi-stage attempt on Mace's life.
First we find Burroughs.
We need what's in that case.
The chance of him surviving is better.
S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't leave a man behind.
It's not about the man. It's got to be what's in that case, right?
If a jet crashes in the woods and there's no one there to hear it, stay close to the guy with super strength.
I love it. Dude, this is fucked up.
I thought this scenario was supposed to keep her calm.
It's unclear why her neocortical activity is so erratic.
Last thing we need is another incident.
You're referencing the actions I took to protect your secret?
The homicide was a bridge too far.
Oof.
If I terminate anyone else for your protection, I will dispose of the body more discreetly.
No, don't terminate anyone.
Oh my God. She's like, I'm confused.
May's decoy will be more convincing.
She's more advanced than I am.
Yes, and you know what you are. She doesn't.
And you believe this will keep her from being noticed?
If Agent May isn't aware of her mission to retrieve the Darkhold, then she won't be able to reveal herself. Programming will present as human emotion.
What is, like, what?
Now, we're playing a longer, more nuanced game, hopefully with less violence.
But isn't the real Agent May already prone to violence?
You have a point.
How do you lose a damn Quinjet?
Fun. Anyway, what are they doing with her? Like, is she in like a virtual environment or just asleep and dreaming? I was a little confused on that.
No signal, no emergency beacon, nothing.
It could be an equipment malfunction.
When have we ever been that lucky?
Good point.
I need expanded clearance to do that.
I'll take care of that. I'll make you Day glow pink. Or whatever's high enough.
What the fuck is this scale, dude?
I'm the highest ranking agent here, and contingency protocols grant me greater access if the director is missing in action.
I wrote the damn protocols. Besides, I have an assignment.
So wait, is he this color scheme guy then?
I'm gonna squeeze our prisoner like a lime wedge on dollar beer night.
Okay. What the fuck?
I find me some sciencey way to
science this shit. Talbot, Jesus Christ. Kind of missed it. Oh my god, his fucking ringtone.
Update the leader of the free world.
My god. Oh my god. I've kind of missed him, to be honest.
Mr. President, we don't know who survived, but I've got our top agents searching for the Quinjet.
Top men.
We don't know if he was on board. Yes, sir.
Oh, he was on board. Well, like, for part of the flight.
Given our altitude when the door blew, the chances that Burroughs survived...
I know we're only looking for a body at this point, but it's still the right thing to do.
Well, you really need that briefcase.
Yeah.
All you need to know is it's classified.
All too well, but I still don't know what it is.
Hold on. You hear those engines?
You'd have to be deaf not to.
That truck must be scrambling our communications.
When we took out a Hydra stronghold in Argentina, we dismantled their network, but that just sent the rats scurrying off the sinking ship.
From squid to rat to mutt. Perfect watchdog material.
True.
I just want you to understand that I only want
To prevent this very thing, I know. You're trying to protect
to protect you.
What are they? What is happening? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I can feel that.
I knew it wasn't real.
Ada, don't kill her!
Oh!
Serengina.
You bastard.
Damn.
What was that? She was supposed to be in a relaxing simulation.
You thought any of that was showing, like, relaxation?
At least you didn't snap her neck, so that's an improvement.
Dude, I think she's gonna turn on his ass if he keeps doing this shit. I'm sorry, that's a funny looking sight right there.
I just can't shake this feeling. Something's off.
Yeah, about that.
Was the mission or between you and... Did I miss something while I was gone?
Like what?
You know, like what?
Agent May.
This LMD's been horny for Coulson.
Someone must have hijacked the transponder signal.
So where the hell are they?
See, one little thing I'm kind of like curious about.
Well, this is a fly in the ointment.
The squad must have been searching the debris.
What does that mean? But just because she can act like May doesn't mean she's got all of May's memories and stuff like that. Without Coulson physically being there, there's no way to refute what she just said. But like, did you feed her fake memories? Like, you would have like what's on file. Anything outside of that would just be pure fibbery.
I personally had the pleasure of putting your outfit down. And believe me when I tell you, I can make Siberia feel like a luau if you don't start giving me some answers.
The hammer shatters glass, but hardens steel. You are glass.
Ooh.
I'll go get a hammer. Man could do his job without one hand tied behind his back. You've never been tempted to use every tool in the box? A spud wrench, plugging chisel.
Oh my good God.
I've got this.
You may mean well, General, but you are impeding my ability to...
Project Patriot.
This section of Mace's file. Project Patriot. What aren't you telling us, General?
You two do not want to get into this right now with me.
Yes we do.
You wrote the protocols, right? And have been intentionally steering me away. You want to tell us why? Or should I just read the file myself, aloud?
On the loudspeaker.
There's a very good reason Director Mace is never too far away from that briefcase.
Wait, what if he's... What if he's not actually inhuman, but he has to constantly juice up in order to have his powers? They just want the inhuman narrative, some like offshoot super soldier serum. There's something funny about the way he's just kind of scuttling around. Oh!
What the hell's he doing?
Yeah, it's a syringe. Or what if... Oh yeah, dude, he can't even handle this one dude right now. Oh! No. Oh! Oh! Did he just shoot him in the ass?
What happened? Just one guy. You could have crushed him.
Yeah, dude. Project Patriot.
No, he couldn't. He doesn't have inhuman powers.
I swear I pulled that out of my ass. What was that about a T that trusts, bitch? Oh my God. Damn, sorry. It's okay. Mace is still Mace. He's still a good dude. But my God, that whole thing is just a falsehood. Just like the Vienna thing, man.
Look, it's not like we gave him cancer. He's a superhero now.
But you lied to all of us.
It's a choice I stand by still.
Why did you fake his abilities?
For the PR.
Director had to be enhanced. No candidate fit that criteria.
It was meant to be Daisy, but, you know.
We used a modified version of that formula you confiscated from Agent Johnson's father.
Oh.
We took the bad stuff out. Most of it, anyway.
What the fuck does that mean? Most of it.
We only gave it to him when he needed to put on a show for a congressman.
Or when he needed to intercept a little outbreak in the training facility.
Without it, Mace is about as strong as a paper bag in a rainstorm.
Okay, that's a little insulting. The dude looks pretty beefy for a regular guy. Or his size, at least. Call him a wet paper bag.
I only lied because those were my orders. When your country calls, you answer.
Yeah, well, you won't be answering anything if we don't get that bullet wound patched up.
My ass.
Maybe there's a first aid kit in that ranger station.
But I like how they brought it all the way back to Daisy's father's, to Cal's serum.
So even if they survived the crash, they could be stranded in the wilderness on the run from a band of ex-Hydra thugs, unaware that their enhanced asset is a charlatan.
No, they're aware now.
There's no time for anything else.
What do you think I've been trying to do? The Brewski isn't talking.
Yeah, all right, well, we need to come at it from a different angle. We have to try and find a way to motivate him.
Ada's head?
What are you thinking?
It's what it looked like she was looking at.
I told you I'd bring a hammer.
I learned a lot undercover. I can't deny Hydra had some very persuasive interrogation.
She's going to be like, look what we did.
You're so weak. You bring in this woman to scare me?
The last Hydra operative we captured didn't take Agent Simmons seriously either.
That's what they're doing. Oh, let's go. Pull out that head.
To being hired by the watchdogs.
God, cracked that egg. Good job, Simmons. Made use of that head after all.
Hopefully Mace can hold these guys off until we find them.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about
that. Oh my God, this shit's wild, man.
Should have left me in the woods when you had the chance.
Not helping. What's the plan, sir?
I love that he turned to him to come up with the plan now. Suit up, buddy.
Time to suit up, Director.
You heard the part where I don't have powers, right?
Yeah.
I would hope that's still bulletproof. That's a good point. But how are we going to, like, feign that he does or whatever?
You know you're being lied to, right? They're working for Senator Nadir. What she really wants is inside this case. It's a cure for Inhumans.
Hold your fire.
That's a play.
If you're making me an offer, get on with it.
They really should give him a helmet if he's actually not enhanced.
Either I crush this case down to the size of a baseball and nobody gets what they want, or
we could kill you and take it.
Try if you want. I'm ready to go toe-to-toe all day.
It's his own way of saying I can do this all day. Nice. Nice. Come on, buddy. Good pitch.
I'd rather end this without any bloodshed, by which I mean yours.
Thanks for the clarification, Mace. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I should have known, but I still got caught off. Yo! I'm glad the tech still works. Just, you know, it's a signal thing. Is there an axe in here?
It's not an axe.
Oh my god. I mean, a hatchet's an axe. Let's be real. Oh. And he goes for the fucking shears.
They're about to breach that door. How's your aim?
Albert ran me through some basic training when I got this job, but I didn't think I'd need it.
No better time to practice than when your life depends on it.
Hey, maybe you don't need to.
I'm gonna make this hurt.
Damn. Impressive. Oh! She got caught in that window?
Fine.
Uh-oh. Hopefully that doesn't expose her. Oh no, she bent the saw that it was a saw blade that she landed on. I thought it was like a broken piece of glass or something.
The simulation was rejected because Agent May thrives in conflict and chaos, not tranquility.
You're saying fighting against me stabilized her?
Precisely.
Interesting.
An enemy to vanquish, a dragon to slay.
Shall I design a dragon?
Sure, why not? Put her in a fantasy world.
Don't worry. I'm gonna figure out what broke you.
Oh. Oh. Hey, if he does do this, this might be exactly what we need, even though it is a breach of that whole trust aspect.
Let's never look at that awful thing again.
Although you never know, you might want to go Godfather and somebody else. Is it weird that I found that attractive?
Yes.
Very, but also.
Your girl Daisy went rogue. The president tasked me with finding the next Captain America. Not an easy job. You'd think a damn spy would understand the need to keep a secret.
I get what he was trying to do, but I would say let Coulson in on it. But again, like he said, he wouldn't have really backed
After the explosion, everything was chaos. People were screaming.
Because we know that that's staged. Maybe not staged, but blown out of proportion.
I wanted to get to safety, and I tripped.
And that's the photo they took.
Someone snapped a picture.
Oh.
So you just went with it?
Wow.
I tried to deflect. Everyone thought I was being modest, but they were treating me like the man I always wanted to be. A few months later, Talbot came to me with an offer. Thought I could be the face to end inhuman prejudice.
And you wanted to help?
I thought I could. I believe that Inhumans deserve the same rights as anyone else in this country.
At least his heart's in the right place. I feel bad, though, about the whole situation.
I'll call a press conference, resign, reinstate you as director.
Nah. You're staying. We're gonna keep this charade
S.H.I.E.L.D. up. still needs a face. Sure, you lied, but you were good at it, even with a gun pointed at you, and that's not nothing.
But now, you gotta just give us all free passes.
Defend S.H.I.E.L.D. to the public, play the hero. Keep the title, handle the politics. But when it comes to operations, make no mistake. From now on, I'm calling the shots.
Fuck yeah! Woo! I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a win. What's after this? Oh, right. Shit, hold up. She's gonna look and she's gonna realize something's wrong, because he was saying that part of what makes this work is that she's not aware of what she is. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, this is either gonna be really good for us or really bad for us.
Coulson's gathering everyone in the director's office.
On top of that, Fitz cracking into the head?
Are you sure you're okay?
Never better.
Yeah, well, that's a very May thing to do, is keep that to herself. So is this going to compromise what Radcliffe's trying to do now that she's questioning her existence? Whew, what an episode! Holy shit! I want to know who put on this whole charade with fucking this, like, all this whole attempt on Mace's life. I was almost 90 to 95% confident Radcliffe would have done that, you know, because that would prove his point. It would make sense. Set up an assassination scenario, the whole point behind your program that has now been taken off of the table to try to be like, hey, if you had my program, we could have avoided this circumstance. But no, we really danced around that. And like they said, it definitely didn't seem like a Nadir thing. We know that there is someone above her working with the watchdogs, not really for or in charge of. Like, she was given a contingent, but even like in the last episode, their superior, whoever they report to, overrode whatever she was requesting at that time. So maybe this was a play by whoever this superior is. And I just want to know, who the hell is that? Maybe they're the ones calling the shots. Maybe they're the ones putting a target on Mace's head, especially after them messing with their whole operation in the last episode. Maybe, possibly. Maybe it's a third party. That'd be weird to kind of bring in all of a sudden, though. I'm just curious who this person they're all reporting, like, who is this person, like, puppeteering everything from the shadows? Is it that one dude who was ex-S.H.I.E.L.D? I can't imagine it's all going to come back to him again. I don't know. Fitz is not letting this Ada thing go. And like he said, this is all... One, he's a curious mind. He wants to know what went wrong, like why this failed, because at the end of the day, it's just a programming problem. That's what you would think. At the end of the day, the programming wasn't really the problem. It was the person behind it all. It was Radcliffe. And maybe the data that he's got here, despite, you know, ignoring Jemma's pleas at every step, because like he said, he wants to do this because he believes in the work, he believes it can work, and he believes that this operation can help protect not just other people's lives, but her specifically. There's also this fascination with the technology of it all, and also the prospects and everything that can come from that, but also just like what happened. Like, things got and went off of the rails really quickly with all of that. So I personally probably wouldn't be all that content to just let that slide after the massive bit of fuckery that happened as a result of everything that happened before. I don't know. And then after this whole thing, once Daisy and the group finally arrived to save them on location, once Mack managed to disable the jammer and they came in, and then this May got injured, and Radcliffe said the beauty of what was going on before, at least with what they're doing right now with having May on the inside, what the downside is that he can't keep tabs, he can't make sure, and keep an eye on her or anything like that, that she's out there on her own. But the benefit of that is that she's not aware of what she is. She's not even aware of her mission. It's like a subconscious thing. And because of just who May is, like, these things will just hopefully just play out the way they would intend to on their own. It's interesting, though, that with that in mind, that this May is really infatuated with Coulson. Is that information they got from May herself? I don't know. And maybe that mind thing that they were working on was actually her mapping the actual May's mind. Maybe that's what it was when we saw Ada in the back working on that brain. Maybe that's what she was doing. She was crafting the LMD. Fuck if I know, man. Because that would explain my little, hang up with the memory thing. Because they maybe have found a way to just replicate her mind into this machine. But the whole thing was that this machine doesn't know that it's a machine. Now it does. Now it's like, what the fuck is going on? And so it's like in this interesting in-between to where that can either help or hurt us right now. We don't know how that's going to play out. I hope it is a kind of crack in Radcliffe's plan at the end of the day. Because like he said, that's the benefit of what was going on there. Or at least that's what I think he said, was that this will work out as long as she doesn't know what she is. Meanwhile, Ada and her supposed tenants are a lot more loose than we originally understood them to be. And she is following his orders to a T, his security above all, which means she can bypass the rule to not hurt anybody, which is something that I don't think he completely intended, because he was even shocked to find a dead body there. He was like, please, no more murder. And she was, I think, about to murder May. And I don't know, man. As much as she is programmed into, like, these other LMDs supposedly are more advanced than her and able to do more than her and whatnot, she seems to be getting more and more frustrated with Radcliffe. I'm wondering if she's going to eventually supersede him or just even see him as a threat to his own security or his own mission as a loophole to kind of remove him from the equation in some kind of way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm curious where that's going to go because I feel like those two are going to eventually become at odds with one another, further exemplifying why this is a thing that's just innately bound to just run out of your control. We'll have to wait and see where that's going to go. But I like that they say they thought they could like tame May by putting her in a tranquil simulation, but it just had her freaking out because that's just not in her nature, which is kind of funny. I think there is a world in which she could be perfectly okay and fine. But I was like, she's a fighter. She needs a foe. So tranquil to her is needing something to fight. So give her like a chaotic ass world to live in. I guess that's the solution that they've landed on. Meanwhile, also in this episode, we learned the Mace isn't actually super. He was a plant from the government, from Talbot, the president, all this. Since Daisy didn't want to step up because she left and everything, they wanted to try to help, get people a little bit more on the side of powered people and enhanced people, especially after the Sokovia Accords, especially after all this other stuff. They wanted to give them a face they could trust in. They wanted to give them a new Captain America, especially after everything that happened there. And, they came up with this idea. They saw this guy who, at least in the public eye, and maybe even Talbot doesn't even know the truth of this. I mean, I guess that's the implication because he admitted that to Coulson, but I think Talbot, as many other people, fell for the whole lie as well. Like he kept up the charade to feel better, to do what he wanted to do, and to do good in the end. So he took advantage of the situation while never fessing up to the truth of it all, or even when he tried, like he said tried to deflect. It didn't, but then he said deflect, not outright refute. So he still, liked the circumstance, but tried to let it keep it from getting too far out of control. Well, look what happened. But he did. He wanted to at least do good with the opportunity that landed in his lap. And I can respect that, but I feel like, and again, like they pointed out, Coulson probably wouldn't have agreed to it at that point. But again, what were their other options after Daisy left? Because that's who Coulson intended to take charge. But we all know how that turned out. But she's back here now. As far as the political aspect of it, he is good at that. He can manage all of that. But at this point, like whatever leverage he has over everything else is like off, gone, evaporated. Because now it's like, I like that Coulson was like, no, you can continue to do what you're doing. But as far as how this ship is ran, I'm in charge now. Which is the perfect mediation. Like, no more skirting the protocols, no more, like, whatever, bending the rules, hiding all this stuff. We're going to do what we want. You cover it. You're the face. You're the guy that talks to everybody. You make the excuses, and we'll deal with this. You can't tell us what to do anymore. I love that. I think that is a good compromise from where were we at with all this. And we did learn, in fact, that it was Talbot that came up with these protocols. Oh my God. And also that the serum that juiced him up, that gave him these powers, is like a retroactively, is like a regressive version of Cal's formula that gave him his strength. But they removed all the bad stuff that, gave him all those negative side effects, like the anger issues and whatnot, which is probably why it wasn't as long lasting as Cal's was, because he just kind of had that permanently after he gave himself that cocktail. So it would just kind of give him that temporary rush. And he wasn't always powered. It was just whenever he needed to be, which is also interesting when he needed to interrupt that one little fight, like I mentioned before, that fight that broke out in their little exercise room. When he had to kind of assert himself with May was kind of getting out of hand when she was going through the whole ghost thing. So he juiced up before walking in that room, I guess, which would make sense if this guy is always just nearby in case something is going off the hand, like if something is going off the rails a little bit. I don't know, man. This was fun. A fun episode. This was a really, really good episode. And also, I miss Talbot. He can be an asshole. He can be a thorn in the side. He can be annoying sometimes. But I I liked it in his own weird Talbot-y way. Like, he can just kind of throw his own, like, he can throw his own hands back to back with Coulson. I love the back and forth those two get into, and just his like bloated, ego-fueled, like, like, I don't know, man. I just like, I think he's a great foil for Coulson. And I really like when those two interact, and just when he's interacting with everybody else, you know. And I love seeing Jemma stand up for herself as well. And that whole scene with her and Ada's head and the intimidation in the interrogation room, that was great. That was a good little maneuver. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherry, Your Course Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Watchtower. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.